Hey, what's up, guys? Hakeem Terrence Stansberry back at it again with another video. And today I'm just going over a little bit of a comic book that I have concept. It's called The Adventures of Ghostman and Owlgirl. And basically, it's just about a superhero comic. I took inspirations from The Boys, Wanted, Kick Ass, My Hero for when it comes to the overall atmosphere of the world and how the world is supposed to be, I guess you could say. And then when it comes to characters, I got inspirations from mostly Marvel and DC. Some inspirations did come from anime and everything like that, like Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, whole bunch of stuff. But yeah, it's a superhero comic, and the main character is obviously Ghostman. It's in the name, and Owlgirl, she's the main supporting character, I guess you could say. And yeah, so today we're just gonna be hopping in what the power system is, like how the powers of this verse operates and works, and also I'm gonna be talking about like my power system ranking that I have, and also we're gonna be talking about two characters that I have envisioned for this. And no, it will not be the main character, but it will be one of my favorite characters that I have written up, pretty much the villain of the, like one of the main villains of the story. He is most definitely my favorite character and one of the main heroes of the story. So yeah, thank you for listening to this long-winded intro. Let's get into the vid. Alright guys, so the power system of this verse, it's an energy called ether. And it comes in many forms. The forms of ether is elemental ether, dark ether, cosmic ether, mystic ether, light ether, comic ether, and artificial ether. So basically each ether is very different. With dark ether, you could control, resist, or embody any forms of darkness or any like that. Basically, you have control over the conception of darkness. And same with light ether, but it's just you have the control to be able to control all forms of light. So you could control the concept of light. And with cosmic ether, it's tied to all cosmic concepts. So let's say, for example, if you had cosmic ether, one of your powers could be like black hole manipulation, like gravity manipulation, stuff that involves space, essentially. And elemental ether, that's where it's like you could control all the elements on Earth. You can control all elements that are from Earth. And mystic ether, that's, obviously anything involving with magic, mystic, spiritual, and like spiritual stuff. That's what mystic ether is encapsulating. And common ether, that's like the life force in this verse. Everyone has common ether, that's just how they like, that's what people have to live. Like, that's their life energy in this verse. And basically, it's like most of the people in this world do not have any special ethers. They only have common ether. And with artificial ether, it's just, it can embody any ether type, but it's significantly weaker than whatever ether type it is mimicking, giving the name artificial ether. So, now that we got that out the way, let's get straight into the characters that I have for you guys. Oh, wait, I can't believe I forgot. Yeah, but basically the power ranking system, it's pretty basic, like A tier, B tier, F tier, S tier, stuff like that. For example, the Kraken, which is one of the villains that we're actually going to be going over today, and my favorite character, he's an S tier villain easily. So yeah, you got that example. Now, we're going to be getting into the Kraken's character. Let's go. So yeah, this is just my little world building tab where I have all the stuff that I'm workshopping, like the list of heroes, villains, neutrals, hero teams, and stuff. But now we're going to be getting into the Kraken's info card, and that's it right there. And he's a male. He has a height of 10 feet. He has white eyes, and he's 550 pounds. And his allegiance is villain. His nemesis is the Sea King. He is 500 years old. And right now with his race, I'm not sure what to do with that. Like, I know I could just make him human, turn into a big octopus, but I want to actually, like, creatively come up with something with his race and work something with that. I don't know. I'm probably just going to use, like, Cthulhu just took over a human's body or some bullcrap. I don't even know. But pre-limit break, essentially what that is, that's just like their base stats. You know, like the stats before they hit their awakening, so to speak, you know, before they power up. So, yes, do notice, I already noticed the speed and, let me see. Yeah, the speed from this and the post-limit break, I just got to switch those around. That was a mistake made by me. You know what I'm saying? I was a little tired when making it, but I could iron these issues out. It's not even released yet, so it's all good. We're still in the beta stages, people. But yeah, you just seen his pre-limit break. Like, it was pretty decently strong, and then with post-limit break, it swells up exceedingly. So yeah, intellectual archetype, if you're not sure what that is, you could just compare it to, like, Eisen levels of intelligence, essentially. Like, he's smart as Eisen once his limit breaks happens. And the battle IQ, I just realized, that's another issue. I mean, that's another mistake I made. I should switch that to Super Genius and just keep his regular battle IQ at Genius before the limit break, but that's besides the point. He has all the abilities of Octopus, and he could hypnotize people, essentially making them do whatever he wants them to. And he could grow up to 50 feet before his limit break. A little bit of a grammar error right there, the way I wrote it. And then he could get up to 200 feet max after his limit break, if allowed to. What that means is he can just straight up, if he's allowed to, like if he's fighting someone and he has enough time, he could get up to 200 feet max. So no, he won't be able to grow up infinitely amount of times. Like, he won't be able to grow an infinite amount if he gets mad enough. Like, nah, it's only 200 feet that he could get to if he's given the time. And he's a telepath, but it's only limited to hypnotizing, mind controlling, and affecting people's mental states, as well as he has psychic blasts and regeneration and camouflage. So his origin, he was a French voyager looking for an ancient stone known as the Eye of Cthulhu. After some time, his sailing vessel crashed and landed on an island that had supernatural properties. After some time, he ended up wandering into a cave, finding this green octopus-shaped gemstone that had an eye in the middle with an ominous energy. And when he reached for it, a sudden dark energy came over him. And since then, he was no longer a man, but the Kraken. You see? So basically, each character, they have their own little origin card like that. It's just a quick origin just to, you know, get them invested. You know, quick origin just so you know a little bit about the character. Next character I'm looking for here is the Sea King, and that's the nemesis to the Kraken. And I'm going to be explaining in this video how they became nemesis or whatever. So the Sea King's dad, we're just going to call him the Sea King after this. He's a male. His height's 7'1". He has blue eyes. He's 380, you know what I'm saying, 380 pounds. He's a hero. His race is Atlantean, and he's 250 years old, so you see how he's younger than the Kraken. And that's pre-limit break. He is weaker than the Kraken, but he's, like, faster, you know what I'm saying, and just more agile and more smarter. Not even. Kraken's most definitely smarter, but he's not as strong as the Kraken. He's just faster than him. And once again, you'll see with the speed bull crap, I gotta switch that around, fix that up and everything, and that'll be looking right. But yeah, you can see he's pretty decent. And if you're wondering, the infinite endurance, infinite agility, infinite defense capabilities, for his abilities, you know, he has super strength, regeneration, water control, and he can control all marine life. And in his limit break, He is immortal for 30 seconds, but only in water. And fast. Yeah, I guess fast on land, but I need to fix that up. That's terrible grammar. Holy crap! What was I freaking drunk off of 50 bottles of Henny or something? But anyway, that's besides the point. And all of his abilities and his limit break is like 2x'd. So like just basically everything is doubled. In his origin, being born in a dictatorship under a tyrant king known as the Kraken, our hero was originally supposed to be the next king in line for. What am I doing? I need to lock in with this writing. But anyway, he was supposed to be the next king in line. But 250 years before he was born, an unknown creature entered the depths of his homeland and in the Pacific Ocean and took over as the tyrant king, killing his father and enslaving his people. Eventually, our hero became strong enough to lead a rebellion against the tyrant king, and succeeding his people, he earned the name the Sea King. So, thank you for popping in with this video, and I will most definitely get that writing together. I will fix up some of those grammatical errors and some of those contradictions. Most definitely will fix that up for you guys so you can have a consistent, concise story. But yeah, anyway, as I was saying, I just want you guys to have a good story to read at the end of the day. You know, just have a story to read and actually enjoy. So what I'm going to do is, my plans with this is to make it into a comic first, and then to get it animated into an anime. Yeah. Plan on having the anime be like probably 5 seasons long. I don't know, but we'll get there when it comes. And really do appreciate you guys just tapping in with these videos and just showing the support. I've been seeing the support and it's great. Thank you guys so much. It just makes it a lot easier to keep grinding, keep getting to the grind, keep posting videos and everything. Love you guys so much. Have a great one. See you guys later.